A license to thrill.
Beg your pardon? Forgot to knock.
Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our top 10 favorite James Bond movies. Number 10, GoldenEye. Kicking off our list is the first adventure not based upon Ian Fleming's works. It had Bond preventing a former 00 agent from using a satellite weapon to cause a global financial meltdown. It also did the most progressive move yet, changing M's gender by putting Judi Dench in charge of MI6.
The thought had occurred to me.
Good. Because I think you're a sexist, misogynist dinosaur. A relic of the Cold War. Whose boyish charms, though wasted on me, obviously appeal to that young woman I sent out to evaluate you.
Point taken.
Not quite 007.
Number 9, Thunderball. The fourth film in the franchise, penultimate to star Sean Connery, it had Bond out to find 2 NATO atomic bombs stolen by Spectre, who are hoping to use them to hold the world hostage. Interestingly, this Bond really submerged itself in the material, with a quarter of the screen time dedicated to underwater scenes. While some may complain that it ran a little too long, it did give us Tom Jones, a shocking twist, and unforgettable jetpack goodness.
No well-dressed man should be without one.
Yes, very practical.
Number 8, For Your Eyes Only.
I think you're wonderful, Bibi, but I don't think your Uncle Harry would approve.
Bond 12, and the fifth to star Roger Moore. It had the secret agent search for a lost missile command computer, with a love interest accompanying him to avenge the murder of her parents. As the film that followed up the cartoonish Moonraker, this one grounded Bond in a much more terrestrial, gritty, and realistic adventure. Well, perhaps save for his car's aggressive anti-theft feature.
Well, I hope you have a car.
It also finally tied up some loose ends from the Sean Connery era.
Mr. Bond!
Number 7, The Spy Who Loved Me. The 10th Bond flick, this one centered on a megalomaniac's plot to destroy the world and create a new civilization under the sea.
I intend to change the face of history.
By destroying the world?
Of course, the real showstopper here is Bond's encounter with one of his most iconic villains, the metal-toothed giant assassin, Jaws. Number 5, Skyfall.
I win. What do you say to that?
It's a waste of good scotch.
A flick celebrating the 50th anniversary of the franchise, this one delved deeper than any other into the pathos and creation of the Queen's loyal agent. While elements were borrowed from previous entries, it did so intelligently with unexpected twists and gorgeous eye candy. It also brought in the theme of family, loyalty, and showcased a villain straight out of the glory days in an attempt to bring the series full circle. Number 4, Dr. No, and thrills which were unlike anything that had come before. While its plot had Bond investigate the murder of a fellow agent in Jamaica before uncovering a sinister organization hell-bent on causing a nuclear catastrophe. Number 3, From Russia with Love. With the latter part of the film confined to a train, it kept the action and suspense unusually intimate. Number 2, Casino Royale. After several decades and several Bonds, this is the film that went back to the basics and the original Ian Fleming novel that started it all. Number 1, Goldfinger. Taking the top spot on our list is the third film in the series, all about a gold smuggler setting his sights on Fort Knox. It's got everything a 007 flick requires at its best.
Do you expect me to talk?
No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
This ranges from its memorable villains to a provocatively named love interest, iconic one-liners,
Shocking.
super sleuthing, the introduction of spy gadgets,